She was 1/5 of 1990s pop phenomenon, the Spice Girls, and is the only woman in history to reach the UK #1 spot as part of a quintet, quartet, duo and as a solo artist. Not bad, eh? I know. Last year, she set her sights on musical theatre and has been injecting plenty of girl power to her role in Blood Brothers, winning rave reviews. It's been a while, so we're really happy to have her back. Please welcome Mel C. So nice to see you.
And you guys. Oh,
wow.
what a good show today. I've been laughing.
Have you enjoyed it in our Loose Lounge?
I have, but you have to work now on Loose.Women. You used to just sit, do a little thing at the beginning of the show. Now that cut to you, and
you have to pay attention and listen. No, we like the whole thing of you being involved and being part of the show.
Yeah, it's nice.
How are you enjoying being part of Blood Brothers again? Is it nice to be back?
Yeah, well, I start in Liverpool on the 8th of November. I'm there for 2 weeks. And it's a show set in Liverpool, written by Willie Russell, a great Liverpool playwright. And it's the coming home, and there's enormous pressure. But
it's massive, isn't it, in Liverpool?
Yeah.
Are you nervous?
I am.
Well, I came to see it, John and I came to see it your last week in the West End, and we loved you.
Thank
you were fantastic.
But, you know, it's such an incredible play, and the songs are great. It's
great part, isn't it?
It's an easy job, isn't it, to do, because you just do what's on the page and you can't go wrong.
And for people who haven't necessarily been, what is the part that you play?
Well, I play Mrs Johnston, and she's the mother of 7 children. And it goes from the 50s right through to the 80s in Liverpool. So it's a very interesting period of time in the city. And basically, she falls on hard times and her husband leaves. And long story short...
Sorry, my dinner's ready.
And it's a wonderful story because there's a lot of humour. There's also tragedy. It's got a bit of everything. But it's heart-wrenching for a mother. She has to give one of her children away. And it's
and how do you cope with all that? Because as you say, it's a strong emotional part. It obviously calls for acting beyond your years, if it were, and also it's a mother of 7 children and through a really interesting period of time. How have you drawn on that? What experiences have you drawn on?
I think being a mum, I'm quite a new mum. My little girl's 20 months. So, yeah, she's lovely, bless her. Oh, I say hello, darling. Hey, Scarlett. Yeah, so you better be watching. Yeah, so that helped me in that maternal love. But really working with an incredible cast, a great director. Bill Kenwright is our producer, who is, has been amazing as well. So it's just been help and direction, really.
And it still stands up today, doesn't it? Because I saw it in the 80s when Barbara Dixon opened it, and it's still relative. I mean, now you look at it and you go, you can, it's still now today.
Absolutely. I think more, the times that we're in financially, it really, it's quite spooky.
And you've been nominated for awards?
I have. Well, I was nominated for an Olivier, which unfortunately I didn't win, but I was just blown away to be nominated. It was for Best Actress in a Musical. I mean,
fantastic.
Yeah, I hadn't acted since I've been at school. So,
All of my sisters have played Mrs Johnston.
I know! And Maureen... Oh, I don't know, maybe it's a secret.
Yeah, Maureen's gone back.
Yeah. Was I allowed to say?
I don't know. I didn't know that till you just told me. I thought I was in with a chance.
Well, I think with the show, it's such a wonderful show, and the cast are brilliant, and everybody... And I think people keep going back. It's a real family atmosphere. Everyone loves it.
And has this given you a taste for acting and doing other musicals now?
It has. I'd like to try some more acting. I'd love to do more theatre, but I think it will be in the future because I really miss my music as well. And, I've got so much respect for, actors and actresses. It's hard.
Very hard.
8 shows a week. 6 days a week, it's insane.
Is it more than those lines? But then you do as a singer.
Yeah, but I think when you work in music, you work hard and you travel, but I just never had to be as disciplined as I did in the theatre.
And you do feel guilty as a working mum as well, don't you? You can't help it, can you?
You do. I mean, I've been through phases where, you know, a terrible, terrible guilt. So the theatre's great because you're at home during the day.
Yeah.
But then I found, because I was away and doing my own thing, when I came back to her, I was just so excited to see her and I had so much more energy for her. You know?
Yeah.
You'll get over that.
She's been to the theatre a couple of times. Yeah.
She's cute at the moment.
She is.
And do you think being a mother has made you more aware of charities involving children and this sort of thing?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I've always been really lucky with being with the Spice Girls. We always were able to work with lots of different charities, and you know, I've worked with homeless charities in the past, and I did something at the Roundhouse last week in Camden for Body and Soul, which is an incredible HIV charity. But at the moment I'm working with Pampers and UNICEF, and they're doing a great campaign for maternal and newborn tetanus, which is still a huge problem in different countries, developing countries, war-torn countries where there's been natural disasters. And there's this great campaign where you click on the website, you do a virtual kiss, and Pampers donate vaccine to UNICEF. So it costs us nothing. It's like 2 minutes, log on, all the details are on your website, I believe.
Lovely.
And you are literally saving lives.
And sending kisses around the world, which is always nice.
Yeah.
Now, when just before you came on, we were looking at, you know, Madonna's lovely arms. I personally, I mean, I would love to have...
You've got great arms.
Well, thank you very much. That's from restraining Amy from killing the dog. She's my nearly 4-year-old. I mean, obviously, you were Sporty Spice, and there must have been an awful lot of people who looked up to you fitness-wise. Who did you admire in terms of fitness?
I think it has to be Madonna. She's kind of the ultimate. And, you know, I agree with you. I think she looks incredible, but it's personal choice, isn't it? It's what you like. But I think she looks great. Great, yeah.
What about, there's been rumours of maybe another Spice Girls reunion?
I know.
Is there any hope, chance?
Possibly. I say that in that we've not discussed it. But, you know, us girls, of course, we talk and, you know, we love spending time with each other, and the last tour was brilliant. It was so lovely to get back together and have fun.
You could do a Christmas special, couldn't you? Wouldn't that be exciting?
That would be lovely.
There you are. And then you could come to the Loose.Women gym.
Yeah.
But all look like Madonna.
Oh, better than that, just come to our party.
Yeah, that sounds like a good plan.
It's been so lovely to see you. Please don't leave it as long next time before we see you. And best of luck in Blood Brothers in Liverpool.
You.
It's a lovely Mel C, everyone. OK, that's all for today. Join us again tomorrow at 12:30 when we'll be reuniting Sherry with her husband, Ken. Not that Ken. No. We will be bringing together one of Coronation Street's memorable couples, Maureen and Reg, when Ken Morley stops by. We'll see you then. Bye-bye.
If you've